Hey guys, how you doing tonight? This is Bear with Bear's Den Acrylic Art, and we are back with another painting video. So, before you, I have this 16 by 20 bloom swipe that I did maybe 3-4 days ago. And I didn't record it, and I kind of wish that I did, because I think it turned out, it turned out to be really something special, in my eyes at least. I have never used yellows as, one of the primary colors in any of my paintings. And I wanted to try it here. And I used a bevy of different yellows with some Payne's gray and this kind of purplish, I don't know how else to describe it. This is Golden's Smalt Hue, which I bought it because the name is Smalt, and that's really why. As it turns out, it's this really beautiful kind of grayish blue that works extremely well with the Payne's gray. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little companion piece for this. I have a little 12-inch round that I have prepped and on my spinner. And I have all of the same colors that we are going to just have a go with this. Like I said, it's just to do a little companion piece for it. So let me get that set up and I will meet you right back here. Okay, so now I have my little 12-inch round set up. It is level. I don't know if you can see, but I have this little tab of frog tape kind of pointed due north, so I know where the orientation is, because when it is due north, I am level on the vertical and I am level on the horizontal. Okay, we all know that our spinners can sometimes affect how level our canvases and such are. So I find that if I give myself some points of reference, then I generally don't run into trouble. So sorry, I am arranging things that I should have done before I hit record. But what are you gonna do? All right, so like I said, all we're going to do is use the same colors that I used before and, see what we come up with. Now, I do have it on my spinner because I would like to try and spin this out after I swipe it just to see what it'll look like. That is obviously something I have not done on any of my other bloom swipes. And I'm wearing one of my painter's t-shirts that's already covered in, gloss, varnish, and, whatever, so I don't really care. Anyway, so first color going down. This is Amsterdam Azo Yellow Deep. All right. And we don't need a whole heck of a lot because we've got a bunch of colors. Well, we've got a bunch of shades of yellow. Let me restate that. But a good, solid, matte yellow is never a bad place to start. All right, so next, this is Yellow Ochre by Artist Loft, I believe. And the yellow ochre just, it gives it a darker, just a darker contrast. Same color family, just not quite as bright. All right, so that is the yellow ochre. Next, this is Gentle Sunrise by Arteza. This is one of their iridescent colors that I really do kind of love. This has, when you catch it from you know, a certain angle, it looks almost like it has a red shift to it, which makes sense because you would probably find red in a sunrise. So next, great color. This is Pearl Golden Hour, also by Arteza. Which is one of my favorite of their kind of jewel tones. I like that it's not as green, or you know, it doesn't have such a like a green undertone as like their Pearl Canary Yellow, which is more kind of chartreusey, which is not a color I'm overly enamored of. All right, so this down here, this is the Yellow Flash by Folk Art Color Shift. This is a fun color. This almost has like a pink shift to it, which I was not expecting, but it dried beautifully next to the other yellows. All right, and then I guess we'll just do a little bit here. So now we can come in with our contrasting tones. So this is the Smalt, which you can see going down. It's this dark, rich, kind of, you know, grayish blue. Now we don't need too much because it is only a contrasting color. So whatever is left over, I will find another use for. All right, so next, this is the Payne's Gray, which right next to it, you can see how much darker it is. But these two play very, very well together. It's just a little bit for good measure. All right, and then for that little spot that is left in the center, you know what, I should have just enough of the Yellow Flash to fill it. All right, perfect. Now, torching the bubbles. All right. Now, I don't think I'll need flow extender because, you know, we're going to be swiping and then you know, spinning it out. So I'm not anticipating, you know, having to tilt this at all. I mean, I hope not, because it's taped to my spinner. And I am not the most graceful creature in the world when it comes to separating the two. All right, so Oh, and in case this is your first time watching me do one of these, all of the colors, every single one, were mixed 3 parts to 1, 3 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint. And the pouring medium, all right, is 70% Floetrol, US Floetrol. 30% I'm using the Creative Inspiration Polymer Gloss Medium and Varnish. This is one single product. I don't know if you can use other, gloss varnishes. This is what's been working for me. This is what other artists have said, so this is what I use. So 70% US Floetrol, 30% Polymer Gloss Medium and Varnish. And then the cell activator is Amsterdam Titanium White mixed with 3 parts of Australian Floetrol. All right, so back of the spatula is nice and coated. So let's have some fun. All right, I am going to hold this as I swipe. All right, very cool. And you can already see how the Floetrol, the Aussie Floetrol, is doing its thing with the lacing. All right, 2 more and we're going to be done. All right, so just making sure that the back of the spatula is fully coated. Let's try it from this side. Excellent. All right, one more just to kind of take care of this side, and we'll be good to go. Okay. Sehr gut. Now, just in case, let's take our little guy right here, and no cell activator. Okay. Just to try and blend some of this together. Now, you know what? I think I am going to put down some flow extender here. But before I do that, I just want to I don't even know what they call this. Scoop, I guess. try to scoop some of the lacing just to kind of break up this, you know, this clear line, clear horizontal line. Okay, that's all it needs. All right, so let's make some room and let's give this a spin, shall we? You know what? I am still going to put down some flow extender just because luck favors the prepared. And even though I know there's plenty of paint in the center, I just want to make sure everything makes its way to the edges as unimpeded as possible. All right. So one more torching for good luck. All right, fingers crossed, here we go. Pretty cool. All right, I do want everything covered. All right, I'm holding the base down because I'm going to give this a bit of a harder spin. All right, we're almost there, kids. One more and we should be good to go. All right, everything is covered. I have my little tab facing due north again. So what I like about this, and this is exactly what I was hoping for when I was spinning it out. Even though my swipes, for the most part, looked horizontal, I didn't want everything to just, I didn't want everything to be so linear. So with, this being due north, you can see that most of the lacing and any of the harsher lines are actually on the diagonal. But there just is some really, really cool lacing. So let me clean up these edges. Well, no real edges. Let me try and scrape the underside of this, and I will bring you in for a close-up. Okay, friends, so as you can see, all right, I have this oriented due north. You can't see the tab because it has paint on it and it is drooping, but I know it's there because I checked. But you can see how, the lines are more on the diagonal, okay? So this still has some movement to it as opposed to just being straight horizontal, okay? Now you can see how the smalt color, when it's stretched out a little bit, you can see how it's different enough from the Payne's gray. It has a more bluish quality, as opposed to the Payne's gray, which has blue undertones, but you can see the difference. But I love all of the lacing. I love that it takes on different colors, or it appears to. I think this is going to be, sorry about the overhead lighting, I think this is going to be a very nice little companion piece. And I also just proved to myself, and you can see by the ring around the spinner, that, if I'm spinning smaller objects like this 12-inch round, or even like a 4x4 tile, maybe I don't have to be as afraid of, blooms as I thought, okay? Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you, okay? I mentioned it in my previous videos, but if I bring it in down here, this is just where I scraped the spatula, okay? Pardon the shadow. But you can see how well the Australian Floetrol works, okay? Now, I have not tried the Penetrol yet, but that is definitely on my to-do list, okay? But I just think that's so cool that even just from wiping the spatula, you still get some really incredible lacing, all right? So, overall, I am supremely happy with this. So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, once again, thank you so much for joining me for this little video. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. This is Bear with Bear's Den Acrylic Art, reminding you that if you are new to my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe or hitting that like button. I just passed 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing, and I would just like to keep that moving. So hit that like, hit that subscribe. While you're at it, hit that bell notification so you can be, notified when I upload new content. This piece and all of my other work is available for purchase. You can find my portfolio on my Instagram or Facebook postings at Bear's Den Acrylic Art. You can also email me directly at bear@bearsdenacrylicart.com. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful week, and, let's get it. Let's keep making some art. All right, guys, have a good night. Bye. Okay, my friends, we are back with the dry results. Look how this dried. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love that all of the lacing stayed put. I love the iridescence of the yellows. This is the pearl golden hour right here. Kind of put up against the yellow flash, which I said kind of has this pink, shift thing going on, which I think, you can see how it kind of blends in with the smalt right here. I think it just looks really, really great. This big patch of smalt down here, again, the yellow shift, how it does kind of look pink in different angles. So this is the orientation that I decided on. I think it is dynamic. I think there is enough movement. I love that there is this linear quality to it. I'm so glad I decided to do this. And, you know, now I have this really great companion piece for the 16 by 20 that I did previously. So yeah, all in all, I am super happy with this.